Yeah, so websites are coming along. KelvinGibbons.com for myself, 9to5survivalguide.com for my wife. And as a matter of fact, if you guys don't mind just clicking right down here on that little man, just sharing this with your friends, that'd be fantastic. Um, so far, day two, no TV, super good. Um, this morning, got home, relaxed a bit on the couch, some rest. About to go hit the gym in a moment. Um, I expect today will be chest and back day. But before I go, I want to share with you guys a little story. So today I was speaking with a friend of mine. We were discussing the plight of today's what seems to be media mentioned black women. And for some reason, I'm not sure what it is, they're really fat these days. Now, I don't, it's not a judgment call. I'm not trying to fat shame because it's just a shame if you're fat. How you doing, Kelly? But today's black women, especially as seen on Facebook and in the media, just on YouTube, World Star, all over the place, it just seems that they're getting a lot fatter and with a lot more attitude. And it seems to be something of an indestructibility. I'm not sure what it is. I watched a video recently on YouTube of some women, like a whole gaggle of these women in the street, apparently ready to get into a fight with a neighborhood chum, and all of them got plowed down by some other ruffian driving down the street. Okay. Now, typically, when someone hits you with a car, like a full-on 2,000-pound plus vehicle, at like 30, 40 miles per hour, for most individuals, that would take you out. Every single one, by some manner of magic or witchcraft, every single one of them hopped up out of the street immediately and scampered off. I was amazed. I had to watch the video about 6 more times. I had to check angles. It didn't make any sense to me. These beings, these creatures, were in the street and were plowed down by a vehicle. 30, 40 miles per hour at least. Boom! Full speed. I mean, you could hear neighborhood kids up the street saying, damn, And every single one hopped right up immediately and scampered off. Like, I don't even think anybody was clutching an arm or a leg to say, ooh, I'm wounded. No limps, nothing. It was amazing. So I'm wondering if the reason why my fellow human beings on the other side, the females there, why they're getting so much rounder is because it's for Warcraft or perhaps some sort of sporting event or durability. I'm not sure how you can sustain, and I can understand one or two or even just one hopping up, but like 7 of them just boop, 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 hopped up. It must be for survivability. The dampening feel. That is. I get it. It's like the human, like a bear in hibernating season. You want to bulk up, but if you keep that all year round, you're pretty much like Big Hero 6 walking around. You know what I mean? Like you can withstand a lot more. And I know we went through a phase in society where we say, oh, fat shaming is terrible. You're ruining our youth and all that nonsense. But you should be fat shamed. Fat isn't good. There's nothing about being fat that's a good thing. Everything about being fat is bad. There's nothing good of it. There's nothing whatsoever, except for maybe the possibility of convincing other people to get things for you. Beyond that, there is no benefit of being fat. I don't understand why. And people make the most ridiculous excuses for getting fat. Like, oh well, I just like to eat. Well, no shit. Exercise is hard. It doesn't have to be if you didn't weigh 312 pounds. You know what I mean? It's a question of, it's really a question of what you're eating. But beyond all that, I just don't understand the psychology behind getting up every morning, having to look into the mirror, seeing roll upon crease upon Cheeto upon random Dorito, and then saying to yourself like, yes, I love that. Let me just shimmy into my shirt, and then I'll just eat that Dorito later. You know what I mean? Like, come on, like, isn't we had a conversation, me and a friend of mine, we had a conversation, and it came down to, once you get to a certain girth, just the reach around for wiping your ass, like when you drop a douche, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't that seem virtually impossible? Like, typically your arms don't lengthen in conjunction with the way you round out. So you figure at some point you end up with like a Dora effect. You know what I mean? Like, it just don't make any sense. So if you got to do that reach like that, it makes me wonder. I don't want to question anyone's cleanliness, but I can understand the difficulties behind it. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it for you guys to decide one way or the other. But beyond all that, specifically to like what I got off topic about, specifically to black females, I don't understand why the trend is to be like, yo, the bigger the better. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody, when they were bashing the fat shamers and stuff, and saying, oh, you're hurting the kids' feelings and all that garbage and whatnot. It's like, how does telling a child to eat healthy and to stay in a fit manner, because your bones don't get fat, you don't get fat bones, you know what I mean? How is it bad to tell a kid, look, hey, it's your heart, it's future diabetes, you know what I'm saying? It's blood pressure medications and cholesterol issues and swollen ankles and goddamn and knee joints and all kinds of problems that come with that. I don't understand. And it's nobody goes from fit to fat overnight. It doesn't happen. It's not, unless you unfortunately fell into a coma and they force fed you a lot of something while you were in there. I don't know how it works. But if that happened, maybe. But other than that, you see it happening and happening and happening. What was once a pectoral muscle is now a breast. You know what I mean? Well, what was once abs is a six-pack is now a keg. You know what I mean? You used to be able to see your junk, and now you can't. It's just a random feel for whatever's there. I mean, that can't be satisfying, gratifying, or any kind of psychological, happiness there. So, I just don't understand what's happening with this, with the blowing up today. Pasta's great, tastes good, I get it, but what does it do to your body? You know what I mean? Do you want to? This isn't me. This isn't me mad because people are fat. It's me. This is my hurt that people just don't care to see that, in a 9-foot wide hallway, 3 women walking side by side down the hallway shouldn't take up the entire width. I mean, and I see that regularly. Yeah, I said it all the time. And I'm like, my God. Is it maybe it's because I blame you, social media. I blame you. Everybody's knee deep and nose deep and face deep, all in their phone all the time, and they don't see the world around them. And they're saying, "Fuck it, I'll look through this device, and that's how I'll see the world." But not seeing themselves, where it goes boom, 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 blowing up. I see you guys on Instagram. trying to do your thing, but half y'all look like goddamn fitness model since day one. So I'm assuming you started on IFF, BBF, whatever the fuck that acronym is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see some of y'all, though. I see some of y'all amateurs out there, like myself, trying to do it up. But as for the people in real life, like, I don't know where the fuck y'all Instagram people be at, because I see some beautiful people out there, and I'm just like, I go out in the street, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Maybe I'm in the wrong hood, but it's weird. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is, I just want people to lead like a healthier life. So I'm sharing my message with you guys on Facebook, and whoever shares this out there on Twitter and everything else, that I'm not bashing the fat, but let's bash the fat. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Fit is fun. Fit is fun. You know what I mean? You can do a lot of things when you fit. But what if you get real big? What if you get like, like out there? And some of y'all do that and don't act like you don't know. And then you trying to have some fun or whatever. And next thing your heart explodes or some shit. You know what I mean? Something crazy. It doesn't take much. And the real big ones out there, and I know you're watching, the real big ones out there, it takes like minimal effort to lose weight. Like, you don't really have to do anything. Okay? I'm telling you guys, share this right here. I'm not bashing anybody. Share this, like this, throw the hearts and the thumbs up and all that stuff. This isn't bashing. This is real talk. Slow it down and slim it down, because it's getting out of control. Maybe it's my neighborhood and I just need to pass this to the town I'm in, but I see you on Facebook. It's not just friends. I just friend random people. So I see random people out there in the world. I'm just like, God damn, like, doesn't it hurt to walk? Like, golly, like your knees are ready to buckle. How you live like that? That kills me. I lift weights. Okay? I do that sometimes. Sometimes I hate running, but I do that as well. And my knees, maybe it's hereditary with arthritis in my family, my knees feel like, strain, problem, pain. What I do, I went and got some fish oil, got some cartilage, I got some fish oil, I got some collagen, and I still run, still weight train, because I want to live to like 200 years old. The way technology is going today, printing out organs and stuff like that, I won't be surprised if making it to 200, 250 is definitely on the horizon. So, Elon Musk, I see you. Other than that, please, this is day 2, no TV. I might even get back on here again later, just chit-chat it out. But, come on, guys. My black females, come on. I remember when you used to be dope. What happened?